everybody? Welcome to another episode of Soapbox. This your boy Savage, aka OMH, aka The Silver, aka nobody really gives a shit. And if you're not used to Soapbox, the channel's called Savage Land. Soapbox is pretty much my weekly show where I pretty much just kind of run my mouth about action figure news, internet news, what I've seen on Instagram, Facebook, pop culture, all in one big hodgepodge. Just gives me a chance just to pretty much run my mouth and just pretty much just talk about the community that I love and enjoy it. But the basis of it all comes from these toys, whether it's 6-inch or whatever you collect. It's all about the plastic, and it grew from there. So let's jump right into it, man. So lately we've been Soapbox, we've been talking about the eels. So I'm gonna say this because I don't want to talk about the eels no more. I'm tired. I'm almost tired of seeing things about ollies, even though I've posted stuff on that in the past couple weeks. I'm tired of looking at that shit. So I'll basically give you a update on what's going on with me with my eels. My man Jukebox, he sent me the eel, man, which is awesome, man. So he sent me a Cobra eel. I did something for him, man, which I like to keep on wraps, man. Like, and as far as my channel, like giveaways and stuff, maybe in the future I'll get to that, man. But that's not my main emphasis. And I've been wanting to say this too. And you'll never really see me or trying to go after the latest, greatest figures. I know the plugs to go get them, but I don't want my channel to be based off that. I'd rather build it brick by brick. So when I have a wall, I got a mighty wall that I'm standing in front of. I just don't want it to be inflated class. Like, what if I don't get the latest figure? Then you don't care no more, or the latest piece of information for you. And I don't knock anybody because that's the strength of their channel. Then they'll have an emphasis on that. But my emphasis is the love and beauty of action figures, and I think I've been staying true to that, man. But making my collecting full circle, my man Jukebox sent me an eel. I'm glad to have him. Now, to cap this thing off, as far as my eels that I ordered from Amazon, here's the update on that. I told you 2 weeks ago they said they're going to send them. They were supposed to send them around that time. They didn't send them. They said they're supposed to be here on the 24th. Okay, that was the update last week, probably as soon as I finished the last episode of Soapbox. And then they said they were coming yesterday, which is 24th is like Tuesday or some shit, I think like next week. And today is the 20th, yes. So they're going to say they're going to send them, they said the 24th, and then yesterday I seen, or Friday I seen the 19th. 19th they'll be here, they'll be delivered. Then the 19th came, which was yesterday. Then the 19th said today they'll be here and delivered. Now today they're just saying they've been shipped and they're in the arms of the carrier, but I'm thinking it's the USPS and it'll probably be here tomorrow, so the 21st. Just a heads up on Amazon, there's never really anybody or floor leader on Amazon in their factories. It's just pretty much a computer system. So when you see different stuff like that, it's a computer talking to you. I know personally because I deliver packages for Amazon. I do not work for them. I am a contractor with a box truck who comes pick packages up. So my loads might vary. I might go to different places, so I've just seen different things. And this is what's going on. That computer is talking to itself wrong, I guess you would say, and or it's giving itself predetermined estimates. In the real actuality, it probably never left anywhere. So you never, that's actually never ever getting put in by a person, just a computer, man. So with that being said, the eels are here. I was quite wrong with them not showing up yet, or thinking there'll be another pre-order come up. But trust me, be patient. They will be here. So in the meantime, have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. All right, let's get into pickups this week. So pickups, I didn't do too much, man. Money kind of tight right now, and I don't have anything to pick up. The only thing I'm really waiting is to receive my eels, which Jukebox Hero really counts as one of my pickups, which he'll count anyway because he sent me this Triceratops, man. Yo, Jukebox is the shit, man. That's my dog right there. But I guess he didn't have any use for it. I actually like this figure. I actually think this figure is fire, to be honest with you. I have the cartoon Triceratops from NECA, and they're okay. I like them. In hindsight, it was almost like a purchase I wish I didn't get. This right here, if I would have purchased this personally, I would not regret it, yo. This is dope right here. This is the Eastman, I guess, layered, you know, the comic strip Triceratops, and it's dope. The wash on it kind of remind me of the Marvel Legends thing from Walgreens that came out like 2019, 2018. That's what the wash looks like on it. So it's a very detailed figure because it makes it pop, man. But dope figure. And also I picked up this is the last time I mention Ollie's motherfucking ass too. Yo, I'm tired of talking about you Ollies. Hey, and meanwhile, hey, look at this right here, like what I found too. That shit crazy, right? Somebody threw an eel on Ollie's. saying, hey, in the meanwhile, I found this at Ollie's. What a double entendre. I thought that was beautiful. I'm tired of talking about the ills. I'm tired of talking about fucking Ollie's. And look, somebody finds an ill at Ollie's. But that was bullshit. But, I forgot the bear. The little bear girl from Fortnite. This is a pretty dope action figure. And if you're going to Ollie's right now, for $5.99, they got these Fortnite figures. I believe that Fortnite line is about to crash, but what I will say, just from feeling the plastic on this figure and feeling the articulation, these are some damn good figures. Matter of fact, they're better than the Jazzwares ones. And I like the Jazzwares ones. But these right here, it feels a little gummy. But I don't know how to say it. It's not a bad gummy. I don't know. It feels good. It feels good. It's smooth, articulates good. And to be a female figure, she can stand, okay? That is the most important part. To be a female figure, she has an ab crunch. I think the elbows are single jointed, man. They bend back pretty far, but yeah, they're single. They're not double. That is the only thing she's missing. Because she has an ankle rocker, she has a boot cut, which is right at the top of the pants leg, which she has pulled up like LL Cool J and shit. Look at this. She started licking her lips and shit on you. But yeah, dope figure. Like I said, the most beautiful part about it, she has an ab crunch, and it's unique. I like this. So if you're at Ollie's and you're looking, be curious about those Fortnite figures, I think they're worth giving a go. All right, right now let's jump back into toy news. Basically, let's jump into figures I'm interested in. Now I don't know when this figure becomes available, but I seen it on Rob D Toys on Instagram. But they have a glow-in-the-dark Swamp Thing, and he actually comes with both heads this time. He comes with the from McFarlane, of course. He comes with the head from the GameStop exclusive and the regular head, which looks pretty dope. And I guess if any figure you're gonna get glow-in-the-dark, why not it be Swamp Thing? So I don't know when this thing is gonna drop. It's gonna be an Amazon exclusive or anything of that nature. All right, let's get into a little bit of PowerCon action, what I've been interested in. And I had some of these figures on pre-order, but I took them off because I don't know anything about them. And I actually kind of want to see some reviews on them first from the people who do it first. So I can see what's up with Monster Force. And what they showed off at PowerCon is Wave 2, which I think I'm a little bit more interested in than the Wave 1. Now, Wave 1 had two soldiers that I was interested in. That's the Nazi-looking soldier that's in the black, and then they had a red Crimson Guard-looking soldier. I had both of those on pre-order, and I might pick them back up. I know I'll pick them back up. I just need to see them in hand and see what's going on. But so Fresh Monkey Fiction does this Monster Force, and they got some guy here. I don't know his name, but he's like in fatigues. He's zombied out with a helmet, and he looks dope. He looks dope. He's like a mole patrol or a mole fucking soldier on cocaine. This dude looks dope, man. Dope. Like, I love this. This is almost like the Captain America Zombified took into a next level, and I'm definitely picking up this thing. And just to start off, I think Monster Force is going to be a perfect blend between G.I. Joe, Action Force, Valaverse, and these guys, man. I think they look amazing. I want to just know how they scale up, how they move and articulate, but I think they will blend in well, especially with on the Cobra end, because they're starting to get into like some sci-fi, almost horrific type things. It's got another like little Nazi looking soldier with that long trench coat and a gas mask, which looks pretty cool. Don't know if I would get this guy, but I'm not saying he's a bad figure. But there's some figures on this list that really intrigue me from Monster Force. And like I said, this is Series 2. I don't know when it's going to drop yet, but I'll definitely pick back up on that information in the future. Got another guy here. I don't know, it might be the same figure with another long trench coat and like a glass head. Looks like a science experiment with a brain showing. And it looks dope. It's very detailed. It's got the paint. It's got the sculpt that you're looking for with action figures nowadays. Then they got this huge gorilla looking figure, which kind of reminds me of the Super 7 Ninja Turtles gorilla figure, but this guy's way more detailed, looks a little bit more graphic. Not nothing I'm interested in. I don't think I want this guy, but this is dope. This is action figure. This is love and beauty of an action figure right here. This is awesome. This Frankenstein cowboy guy with soft goods, with a wired cape. It looks like that's me all day. I'm looking for that. He looks like more like a cowboy. I think he has like a hat on too. I'm not too sure if he had a hat or an extra accessory, but he looks really good, man. And like I said, this is what I'm talking about here, right here. You got the wired soft goods. You got a great scope, great accessories, great paint, great shading. I mean, the toys at PowerCon, to me, I was just thinking about this on the way home from church. I was like, they're better than SDCC because these companies are the smaller companies. They're putting more oomph into it. All the other guys are big guys. They've been eating lobster, steak, shrimp, crab. These motherfuckers right here eating fucking Viennas, motherfucker. They hungry, okay? They eating Viennas and crackers, and they stay with their gun cock. They're ready, basically what I'm saying, man. They just put so much into the figures. I forgot the other companies that are there, but it's the secondary companies. Even NECA sometimes is kind of like a secondary company. That's why they put so much oomph in it. They're not one of the big boys like Mattel or Hasbro or Super 7 is secondary, but they're out there in San Diego. I believe that's where their base is, so they're gonna kind of stay kind of frequent with that, man. But this Frankenstein cowboy guy looks really good. I forgot his name. I'll have another run up on this because all the pictures I had were just in glass. Then they got a dude called Halloween Boy who looks pretty dope. He looks like a bullseye mixed with pyro and shit. And like I said, once again, great scope, great color, great everything, man. Great everything. Also, toys I forgot about that I meant to talk about from Valaverse, which it's been, I sound like my man from Pulp Fiction. Your dad, he stuffed that watch in his ass for 6 months. I keep forgetting his name and shit. King of New York, y'all know who I'm talking about. But from Valaverse, I forgot about the blowback. The one that I said looked like a sniper. I believe Tom Berenger played that role. I keep getting that damn shit mixed up. But the movie Sniper, that's what it reminds me of because his face is camoed out. Looks pretty cool. He's a deluxe figure too. I don't know when he's coming out yet. It definitely was nothing released at PowerCon. But he comes with that ghillie suit. And he looks like a potential army builder because of the face paint. So it's blowback, which I was interested in the original blowback. But I think I might go with this more fatigued out one with the face paint on it. It looks real good. And like I said, he comes with that ghillie suit. That's really what I'm aiming for. I believe Valaverse is going to sell that ghillie suit separate also. But if the cool figure is coming with it with nice accessories and that ghillie suit, I'm game all day and I'll be getting this blowback. Also, what I've been meaning to say also for a couple weeks too, like Siege. Siege was one of the ones like I'm a fuck with. I know I'm a fuck. I just like the way he looks. And just seeing the render of Hulk, those two together as allies, I think could work out. Now, I know I was talking shit about the Condor with the Chuckles thing, because I'm really just not interested in that figure. Collecting comes full circle is that I think I'm gonna grab them. Why? Because I do have Valaverse boxes. I believe I do have 20 fucking points around here. How much Valaverse points is worth? About 2 points a box? I know I have 10 Valaverse boxes there, and I really saved them for the file cards to cut them out and graphics. But I should have 20 points, and then why not send them off and get that Condor, man? And it's not a bad looking figure too. There's some pictures right here that I seen this past week that made me pull the trigger, but also what made me pull the trigger too, I'm a man of the people. I don't know who this guy is. If you're watching today, hey, just remind me. You asked me, was I going to get that Condor? You would like to see Condor and Chuckles together when I did my Chuckles review of getting the figure and just basically talking about what went on with it. And I told you, I said, you know what, I would. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'll just see if I got enough points in the garage there in the old box stack and put that together and send it off, man. But this picture right here also kind of made me like, that's pretty dope. He's like running with the bike. I can hear the sand, and then I can hear the helicopter and all that, man. So what a great pick, man. But I think I'm actually gonna end up getting that Condor. But Colonel Siege, yeah, I'm liking him. I'm feeling him. This kind of like a stalker blowback, I'm definitely feeling that too. And there was some other figures sprinkled in there, but what I always say, I cherry pick through Valaverse, man. I think these guys look real good. I think these guys look really good also in hand also too. And to piggyback on that, I finally got my second Bone Collector, just have 1 minute on card. It's on my pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store. Alright, so let's go through what I seen on Facebook, what I seen on Instagram as far as pictures or just in my Facebook groups. So just a random. We're gonna run through this kind of quick. I'm trying to speed this up as far as picture wise. They spooning like a motherfucker. Now this made me laugh right here with this is articulated comic book art too, and all I can think is, oh my. That's the Jason from Mezco, and that might be a Mezco Freddy Krueger or a NECA Freddy Krueger, like an 8-inch with the cloth goods. But that's a great picture, man. And there's nothing too crazy and dynamic to this picture. It's the scene, it's the situation set up, yo. And it just reminds me of Ghosts of Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, and they in there. She's making her little pottery, and she can feel him on her. And that's just pretty much what's going on. Now, this is a dope picture too. Once again, from Articulated Comic Book Art on Instagram is Cobra Command demanding Darth Vader listen to him. And Darth Vader is saying, fuck you, you're a pussy. A guy named Ruben Jimenez says, now hear me out. I mean, Jada's thing is cars, right? And Jada's thing is cars. I'm looking at 50 die-cast cars I got here up here ready for a car show. But what they're saying is Street Fighter was with the G.I. Joe line. Can Jada make a Street Fighter action vehicle? Now, wouldn't that be dope? That would be dope. Before around, Jada killed the game and actually gave it at a stupid cheap price, under $100, and that bitch was really die-cast. Here's a cool picture right here. I've seen this picture before. Just a picture of Tupac in the 80s, before he moved to Oakland, before he got in the Digital Underground. He was just a kid, like maybe like 14, 15 years old. Like he's about 15 and he's just chilling summer day. I think he lived in Uptown, New York. I think he lived like Harlem, East Harlem, and got the boombox on the sitting on the Camaro, the Z28. Summer day, 85 or something like that. And it's a beautiful picture. Not only is it Tupac, but anybody's face could have been on this. A guy named Kevin Johnson from G.I. Joe Classified Elite. I think all classifieds should come with a set of fists. I agree with it. Once again, from Jada Street Fighter Toys, a guy named Christian Enrique Pasquier Salgado. I hope I said that right. It says, guys, when is Ken coming out? That's who I'm waiting on. It's cool with Ryu, but I'm a Ken dude. I love Ken. I'm waiting on Ken. That's the one I want. That's the one I'm gonna go crazy over. It's gonna be the same as Ryu. That's cool. Give me Ken. Another one from Hip Hop Golden Eras, 80s and 90s. My Facebook group. Conscious rap hasn't disappeared. Some of y'all don't know how to look for it. Here's a hint. It's not on the radio, so don't start there. And he is correct. This is cool right here. From a girl called Alaska GB, and just Maestro, he chilling. He got a freak of peace on each side. They having a lovely dinner, and after that, he gonna have them for dessert. Photo Damon, you did a good job on this one. This is Hobby Brown. I guess he got a custom head from Toy Box Customs _Customs, and this is dope right here. I like the way you did the picture. This is the guitar, I think, holding, because I got this figure too, or picking. No, not the guitar holding thing, but it's making it seem like he's doing like, you're worth this big to me. And that's fire, man. Good picture, Damon. All right, let's do the last final segment of Community. And thanks to my man, Mr. Cheeseburger, you gave me an idea to just make this a special segment, because every week on my show, I'm gonna have something about G.I. Joe. That's just what I'm into as far as action figures. And we're gonna get right back into G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe. And it's basically pictures or any information about G.I. Joe I go over. So I kind of want to put them all in one spot because I have a lot of pictures about G.I. Joe. I have a lot of situations about G.I. Joe. And first up on G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe is basically Leanne Hobbs. And she put this in G.I. Joe Classified 6-inch Collectors. And she's been on fire lately. And she said, so yesterday I was dabbling with using clingy film. And clingy film is basically like saran wrap to wrap up packages or anything like that for water effects. Quite pleased on how it turned out. And you know what? It does look pretty good, Leanne. It does. If you would never told me that, I would not know what it was. And guess what I did? Once I got to Amazon's floor and ripped the package down, I'm gonna be using me some damn clingy film too. This gonna be water. Like Bruce Lee, you got to be like water. And that's what this is. Water. Ooh, this is pretty cool right here, but I think the legs look a little bit small. This is from G.I. Joe Classified 6-inch Collectors. Always wonder what this would look like. And it actually looks pretty good. I like the way he's matching up. Those fatigues do look good with that shirt, but it just looks like he skipped leg day a little bit. Dude named David Speck. Busied myself with a little project last few days. I'm not finished as it needs touch up. Small details, etc. But I think it's in showable condition now. And basically what he did, he took the Fortnite boat, busted down, unscrewed it, stripped it down, painted it, and started doing a Python Patrol pretty much water moccasin. He did his thing with the seat. This is beautiful. Thing with the boat, you see he taped it off. He really put some work and time into this thing, and it looks beautiful. These shots are beautiful. David, you did an awesome job. You get the fucking Savage Award this week. You did your thing, son. You hear me? Like, you did your thing. Like, this is beautiful. This is store ready right here. And this right here will make me see, okay, this is Hasbro's product. As far as what the mold is, a water moccasin will come. And yes, it will be for retail. I know it will. I can almost see it with this. This is beautiful. Good job, David. Oh, this is G.I. Joe _Customs right here, which is my man Ferry the Workaholic. And he took some old, he says, old Action Man vehicle converted into a nice display piece for classified figures. Now, of all the tanks I've seen altered and all this shit where guys is halfway hanging out and they're trying to make something work, this is the biggest, baddest shit I've seen right here. This is dope. I think the paint is perfect. That flat, black, murdered out, presidential type shit with my main man Zartan standing there like, yo, Ferry, you always do your fucking thing. This is a great, great custom right here. Well, here we go. No more than a few hours later, and the whole thing changed up. Looks like we got Cobra Eels here. Yep, so here we have it. I guess the computers talk to each other. They told it to send it on the old Savage. So, okay, correction. They landed on the 20th. All right, so let's go over this week's hot topic. Now, I'll be quite honest with you. I was filming this episode just kind of in pieces, just trying to catch a flow, see what I was looking at. I already had my information gathered, but I did not have a hot topic. Didn't know what I was going to do. So anything you seen at the beginning of this video, that was just truly naturally me. So basically what we're going to this Cobra Eel situation. At the beginning of the video, I told everybody to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. They will be here. I'm not talking about it no more. But it looks like mid-episode, man, I got a surprise. I got the eels. So with that being said, man, this is going to be the hot topic so I can finally put a cap and finally put a end on this thing. I guess the computers talked to each other and told them to send them to old Savage here, man, and they came. But I didn't think they were coming today because about 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon, I didn't see anything. I just seen it was with Carrier. So I'm like, Amazon must have took it. Being that it's a Sunday, put it with USPS. And maybe they'll get to it tomorrow, so hey, bump it. I know how it goes. Sometimes it'll say deliver to 10 and it'll be 9:30 and it'll still be saying that. Then it'll be 10:30 and you'll be like, yeah, man, that shit ain't coming. It's coming the next day. So I thought it was more like a situation like that, but it is not. The eels are here. So basically, man, the hot topic is the Cobra Eel. It's finally here. The packaging and the way it came, this has to be the best exclusive sent, because just like Roadblock, Amazon puts his in shippers. Then next is the packaging. The packaging is cool. Not too much going on with that picture, but it's a lot better than what it was. And also, I don't know if all G.I. Joe figures got this raised kind of like lettering right here. The G.I. Joe feels a little raised. I don't know. I haven't had much of this new wave. I think I had Shipwreck, but I tore that open and threw it out immediately. So I don't know if this G.I. Joe was raised on it. That feels pretty good. Of course, it's not bent up or anything, but come on. How cool would it have been to have that window and all of the Cobra Eel's accessories that's sitting like up here, you could actually physically see with that Cobra Eel there, because it's a beautiful figure. It's not too much going on with it, but the decal on it is very in the pocket, very tight. So like the packaging on it. As far as the eel, a very simple and plain figure, but feels very premium. As far as paint deco, I see like a little bit of messed up on in the inside of here, but you know me, I don't care about that shit, man. It looks good. The black, red, and gray fits together well. It's something about him with that helmet on or off. When he has it off, he looks like a dude. Oh wow, my head came off right there. But when he puts this helmet on, it just makes his face looks like sinister. So it's something about the difference between the helmet on and off. I like the helmet on, and I just tried to pull my head off, and pull my helmet off, and the head came just with it right here. So wow. It came like a little black and red knife. I don't like the loose. You guys can see that there. I don't like the loose sheath right here. It reminds me of the old X-Men, but I can live with it. It's cool. It's cool. It doesn't look shitty. Knife has a a red handle with a black blade. I wish it would have had a silver blade, but I don't know. I guess being that he's in the water, he has it coated so it won't rust. I don't know. Backpack looks pretty good. Has that Cobra Eel insignia on it, black and red. You can see the propel power at the bottom to push him along. I don't have Torpedo, so I don't know the difference. So I guess the only long guy left is Torpedo that I have to get. It looks like he has like a depth finder or something on his arm for communication. He has a respirator to breathe through his helmet. It looks good. The only thing, and the flippers are like like a real soft rubber, man. They feel really good. He feels really premium. What I noticed about him, he has a boot cut at the bottom. Does him very well. And just, I haven't really posed this guy up, but I can tell he can get busy, man. He has a regular ab crunch ball joint at the waist. Butterfly is pretty decent, typical G.I. Joe butterfly, nothing really deep, but just the way he's built, as far as how his legs move and that ankle cut at the bottom, I can tell he can move really good. He's got the drop down hips. He looks great, man. This is a fucking great exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna talk about this guy not for a minute, next time you probably see his ass, they will be in my massive Cobra Army build when his tank comes, or when I start cranking them out in fall. But he is freaking beautiful, man. He's a great exclusive. The only thing I think he's an A+ exclusive. The only thing they get a low grade in is the way they not even the way they released it, but how much they let it be up online. I mean, this thing was sold out in an hour and nobody's seen it again, really. And if you do, it's like $80. I was right there salivating at the mouth. It was almost like you had to punch in a secret fucking code and shit just to get it to pop up. I did ill several different times, like 4 or 5 different times, and finally he came up. I was there. I got what I wanted, and we haven't seen him since. But I think he will pop back up. If you're interested in this one, this is a great exclusive. If you want to pay a high price, fuck it, do it, man. I don't give a shit. Okay, let's talk something about what I talked about last week. The Ninja Turtles lair. Okay, I wanted to go back over this subject too, because this was something I was interested in, not to purchase, but to see how much it really costs. And to make a long story short, it was no cap. That single square was $300. And I heard somebody else say that they thought it was 2 rooms, which I thought was at the beginning. By the time I filmed Soapbox last week, I knew it wasn't 2 rooms, but I don't think I clarified that. But I wanted to make sure I knew that room where that van sits in was a totally different $300 piece. And that's why I called cap on it. I said, man, it's gotta be $150 a piece on these things, man. It just has to be, man. But no. That square is $300. Now, let's go over the analysis of this. I have something I brought from High School Creations about 3 years ago, the Lando's Corner Store Grocery, that I'm using a few shots of for diorama. That thing cost me about $350. It's well detailed. Now, the only thing that it doesn't have on this thing from NECA is the durability. It's not plastic. That styrofoam, if some shit fell on that was really heavy, it'd be smashed to pieces, like totally ruined. But as far as the craftsmanship, what was put into it, that piece, it has it way over that diorama. And that piece was $300 and something. Me personally, I'd rather spend $300 on that styrofoam than that plastic piece. Just because the reason as far as the intricacy of it, it's not really too much going on. It's just 4 walls and a few pieces of furniture. And like I said, I just... The difference between that diorama that High School Creations made, it probably took him some man hours to make that. It takes hours to make that thing from NECA too. But for the most part, it's an AI machine, stamping, molding, sending. That takes time. That takes money. I'm one of the ones thinking things just cannot be done for free. And look, I'm a businessman. I'm self-sustained. Don't nobody pay my bills. I get up when I want to go, and I go when I need to. Right now, I'm going through a situation where one of my trucks is down. I have to come out of pocket for that. I can't just say, well, my company's about to put that on the road. I got to put that on the road. D Savage has to put that truck back on the road. So a lot of people don't understand, like, when it comes to business, as far as cost and making money, I put it just like this too. I work for my father. I work almost 24 hours around the clock sometimes, and I'm just getting deep in this because I'm telling you, like, I work for my father, and he has costs too. We do concrete. I'm a concrete mason by trade. That's what I was raised into doing. So when I tell you a price for my material, that's my material. My labor might match that. My labor might exceed that. Say if there's a job for $10,000 and my material might have been $2,500, $3,000, but you best damn believe if I put $7,000 on that, then that's $7,000 of labor. Yes, that's what it took to do that. Okay, this is a skilled trade here, and which is a little bit different because really, I don't know. I would say being a toy factory is almost always like Lucille Ball working in a pie factory, shit just going down and you're stamping and molding. But hey, it takes time, it takes effort. The skill came from the person who thought of it to get this whole train caboose rolling, not the worker, I guess you would say. But at the end of the day, like I said, Hey, look, whatever people want to charge for their profit, hey, you gotta stay in business, dude. I don't care. I don't get deep in the pockets like that. Okay, if I'm not feeling it, your call, then guess what? I'm not gonna hire you. Then somebody just like me who's not feeling what I charge you for a job, guess you're not gonna hire me. And guess what? On the same end, I don't care. Okay, because that's what I need to get what I got done. I can't just make money to cover materials, make money to pay the guys, make money to get the gas, the diesel, and the trucks to get over there, and then at the end I ain't got nothing. See, that's what I call spinning wheels, because I hustle too, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I never done, I never spent wheels. That'll get you nowhere. See, that's the difference between gross and net. Like a lot of people like to say, well, I grossed 100,000, but what did you net? What did you bring in? Okay, because you could gross 100,000 and spent the 101,000, just $1,000 off, and guess what? You're in a negative. You're in a hole, which I don't think that's the case with Hasbro. But I'm just trying to tell you, like, business world and what goes on. And I'm not like I'm some type of big time businessman. But my grandfather was a boss. My father was a boss. I became a boss. You know, at the end of the day, so I understand the concept of what goes on, what you have to bring in. But that's just preaching to the choir. That's just my end of thoughts on it. As far as this NECA thing, man, like, I think it's expensive, but hey, to each his own. If you want to go grab that, grab it. But I think 300 was way up there, way up there. But hey, you can choose who you want to pour your concrete, who you want to do your job for you. Some people are just going to get it off the strength. They don't care. And I love the beauty of that. I don't, like somebody saying, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I want this. I want it. I don't care what you think. I don't care what people think. I'm going to get this. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to set my things up. And guess what? That $300 is really like 1,000 worth to me, because look how my turtles look in that layer now. Look how they look on my shelf. And that's really what it's all about, the end. But as far as the politics of this shit, I do think it was inflated. I can see it, really, I can just see it being 150. And then just a little small thing on the Engines of Vengeance. That thing was very expensive, $350. I was willing to give it a go. And that was kind of like my last like little gate right there. I'm like, all right, we're going to see what this is about. But I would say more with that, at least you can roll it and push it some damn where. Hey, and it has a top, bottom, in the middle with lights, man. Whatever, you know, people were screaming on that, man. But see, that comes down to, okay, now you got to start like busting down like the playability of it. I was about to say apples to apples, apples to oranges, or whatever you want to say. But when I look at a price for something like that, I'm like, well, okay, this diorama set here, they can come sit and chill in here, but that's it. And I can put different figures behind it, but that Engines of Vengeance, at least you can put somebody in it, you can roll it, you know what I'm saying, and just have some more playability with it. And I know it's just something as simple as rolling, but you know, we're grown adults playing with toys. That's almost just like a child playing with a toy. I think they would have more fun with something that rolls and pushes because they can see it roll. It's something so simple as that, but brings you so much joy. And also that car could have been used as a diorama for different figures with it in the background. So, which I'm not justifying the price on that shit, yo. It was up there too, man. But I'm on my basis what I'm looking at, man. So yes, there you have it. I hate to have to go on a long spiel like that, but that NECA Tmnt Lair, yeah, is $300, man, and that shit is expensive, dude. This is the Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of action figures and Soapbox. If you can, hit me up on my Instagram at Geppetto910. And with that being said, oh yeah, give me a like, comment, and subscribe too. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless.